They called him a wretched savage. The word followed him across the stars. It clung to reports and warnings. It echoed in trade halls and academy briefings. Human, violent, uncivilized, unpredictable. Cale did not care what they called him. Names did not feed a man. Survival did. The cage was too small. Metal bars pressed into his shoulders. Gravity was low, but the weight of eyes was heavy. Merchants watched him like an animal. Guards watched him like a bomb. The trader spat. The glob of saliva struck the floor near Cale's bare feet. The sound was soft, but the meaning was loud. Disgusting species, the trader said, should never have been uplifted. Cale met his eyes. He said nothing. Silence had kept him alive before. The auction platform hovered above the crowd. Lights flashed. Numbers climbed. Credits moved like blood through the room. They sold laborers here. They sold fighters. They sold anything that could not defend itself. Humans were new. Humans were valuable. Humans were feared. Cale had been a soldier once. A conscript. A survivor. Captured after the border war collapsed. Sold when treaties failed. He flexed his hands. Scar tissue pulled tight. The suppressor collar hummed at his throat. It burned when he moved too fast. It punished strength. The trader laughed. "See how it twitches," he said. "Savage instincts." The crowd laughed with him. One voice did not. Enough. The word cut through the noise. Clear, calm, cold. She stood at the edge of the platform, tall, for-eyed, clad in trader blue with a crest of authority. Her name was Sarah of the Varelian Combine. She was a diplomat. She was a buyer. She was known for patience. Her eyes were on Cale. "What is his designation?" she asked. The trader sneered. "Human male. Combat bred. Low civ index. Dangerous." Cyrus stepped closer. The lights reflected off her polished gloves. "He is bleeding," she said. "So," the trader replied. Sarah looked at the cage, at the bars, at the collar. Her jaw tightened. "How much?" she asked. The trader grinned. He named a price meant to offend. Sarah nodded once. Accepted. The crowd murmured. A Varelian buying a human was rare. Buying one in chains was scandal. The trader reached to deactivate the cage. Cale moved. The collar flared white-hot. Pain tore through his spine. He roared despite himself. The trader laughed again. "See," he said. "Savage." Something changed in Sarah's eyes. She stepped forward. Her fist moved. No one expected it. Varelians were not known for violence. They negotiated. They delayed. They endured. Her fist shattered the cage. Metal screamed. Bars bent outward. The platform lurched. The crowd fell silent. The trader stared at his broken controls, at the human no longer contained. Sarah did not look at the trader. She looked at Cale. "Stand down," she said. Cale froze. The collar hummed but did not fire. Her voice held authority beyond tech. She reached to the trader, removed the control key, crushed it in her hand. The collar went dead. Cale dropped to one knee. Pain faded. Strength returned. The guards raised weapons. Sarah turned. "You will stand down," she said. "This human is under combined protection." The guards hesitated. Her crest glowed with legal weight. Credits mattered. Treaties mattered more. The trader screamed. "You cannot do this. I already have, Sarah replied. She offered Cale her hand. No one had done that before. He stared at it. Then he took it. Her grip was firm, unafraid. They left the auction under armed escort. Whispers followed them. Rumors formed instantly. The wretched savage had been claimed. On the transport, Sarah finally spoke again. My apologies, she said. That was not how I planned our meeting. Cale sat across from her, restrained no longer. Still wary. You broke the cage, he said. Yes, she replied. Why? She considered him. Because it offended me. He frowned. That is all. No, she said. But it is enough. They travelled for days, across neutral space, toward Varelian territory. Cale learnt their customs, their slow speech, their emphasis on promise and memory. Saera learned about Earth, about cities turned to glass, about soldiers who fought until there was nothing left to lose. She listened. She did not interrupt. When pirates attacked, the transport Cale acted without orders. He took a fallen weapon. He moved through the corridor like a storm. The pirates died quickly. Sarah watched from the command deck. She saw efficiency, control, restraint, not a savage. Afterward, Cale stood waiting for judgment. Sarah bowed her head. You saved us, she said. I did what I do, he replied. What you do, she said softly, is protect. They reached her homeworld. The council was furious. They called her reckless. They called him dangerous. They demanded he be expelled. Cale listened in silence. He expected nothing else. Saera stood before them. Unyielding, he is my responsibility, she said. He will remain, the council argued. They cited law. They cited fear. Sarah spoke one final time. Then change the law, she said, or admit fear rules you. Silence fell. Cale was granted provisional status. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Cale trained security teams. He taught humans and Varelians alike. He adapted. He learned. Sarah watched him change a system simply by existing. He never raised his voice. He never wasted motion. Respect followed him. One night they stood on a balcony. Stars stretched endless before them. They still call you savage, Sarah said. He shrugged. Words do not wound. They do, she said. When believed, she turned to him. I have chosen a future, she said. One that will anger many. Cale met her gaze. You owe me nothing, he said. I know, she replied. That is why it matters. She took his hand again, as she had at the cage. In my culture, she said, a chosen bond is declared before challenge. He waited. You are that bond, she said. My future husband. The words landed heavier than any blow. Cale searched her eyes. He saw resolve, not pity, not impulse. Why me? He asked. She smiled slightly. Because you shattered every lie they told me, she said. And because you never asked to be owned. The stars burned bright. Somewhere far away, traders still spat, still whispered about savages. But the galaxy had changed, because one fist shattered a cage, because one human refused to become what they feared, because humanity endured, and because the so-called wretched savage was never broken. Asterisk.